Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. Two brown girls here, Miss Kevin Stage.
Deandra Giselle.
And we are here doing our favorites video, which you may have missed a month, maybe two. Don't judge us. But we're here today.
Yes, because this is for May.
This is May's favorites, so things that were favorites videos are things that you're crushing over, things that you're kind of obsessed with over the course of the prior month. This will be our favorite videos for April/May.
Okay.
Because we're kind of like at the end of May, so it's kind of like, it's just gonna...
To be honest, we don't always have a favorite every single month, too. So I think that's pretty good. Because then we don't want to force something to be our favorite.
Exactly.
Things that we're really, really interested in. So should I go first? You want to
go for it.
Okay, so one of mine is not... Actually, two of mine are not... Actually, three of mine. No, two of mine are not makeup related. The first one I want to talk about is this book. This book, I'm really into reading like positive books, especially as a businesswoman, things that help you progress in your career, in your personal life. So this book is called Successful Women Speak Differently, 9 Habits That Build Confidence, Courage, and Influence. So I was actually at CVS picking up her prescription for my son, and I seen this, and what was pretty amazing about it, well, one, since I do hair, it was her natural hair that like I was like, oh man, I really like her natural hair. Then I read the topic, I was like, wait a minute. So I was waiting in that really long line. I just started reading like little things in here, and it's really good. And one of the things that she points out is, one, how women, no matter what your race is, normally gets paid less than men. And then how, you know, women deal with things differently career-wise. So how to kind of separate yourself from the way you may react to something. One of the things she talks about are poses, power poses, and how there are power poses and there's like insecure poses. I don't think insecure is the proper word that she uses in the book. But for instance, when you make yourself look smaller. So like if I'm talking to Melissa and I'm like shrugging down and I'm like, you know, it gives this like, oh, I don't really know what I'm talking about. But when you kind of sit tall, when you take up more space, it shows that you are, boom, in here and that you know what you're talking about. So I've been using these principles. I teach classes a lot on Monday, and I've been trying out some of the principles on people. So my last class that I taught, what I did was I kind of stood... like taking up less space, which is like an insecure pose. And it was funny the reaction you get. People really almost like bypass you and how you talk. They really try to act like, oh, what you're saying is not important.
Dismiss you. Yeah,
they dismiss you. And so when I changed, because it was like a 2-part class, so then I changed my pose second time around, and when I talked, I was really tall, walked towards people, I took up more space in my stance, and it was just different. It's amazing. One more thing I want to share with you guys, because this book is really good, was that she talks about, you know, when you're really anxious, maybe for an interview or presenting something or whatever, instead of saying calm down to yourself, which is a huge jump from
this current state that
say that you're excited, opposed to saying, oh my God, I'm so nervous, I'm anxious, oh my God. You should say, I'm excited. This is exciting. I'm nervous because I'm excited to do this interview. I'm excited. And then your body will shift, and then she talks about doing your powerful stances, and your body will shift, your mind will shift, and you'll be able to execute things better. So those are just a tidbit. I have been really busy, so I haven't got through a lot, and all those things I shared with you was just in like the first 90 pages of the book. And then she's also she also gives scriptures based on what she's saying.
Oh, so she's Christian based as well.
She's Christian based, but it doesn't overtake the book. You know, it's a good balance of both. So this is the author is Valerie Burton, and she has written quite a few books that I didn't know about. So that is my favorite for, like, I've been trying to get through this book because it's really good, especially if you're a businesswoman.
Nice. I love that. That was really good stuff. I like those principles. Really good stuff. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to talk about is skincare.
Her favorite.
My favorite. At the moment, I truly am kind of obsessed about like skincare and controlling. I've talked about this where I have acne prone skin. If you haven't known, girl, look at a few videos. I'm sure I'll bring it up. That I'm an oily girl, I'm acne prone, and I primarily concentrate on controlling acne. I feel like that's pretty much under control at this point with the little thing that I'm using, Curology. It's pretty much under control. So I've kind of switched focus and decided to start talking about, or I guess attacking the texture, tone, and overall appearance of my skin.
Oh, question.
Mm-hmm.
Curology was the brand that you got to send in your skincare questions.
Mm-hmm. The one you take pictures.
Okay.
You send in your skin. You take pictures. You do an assessment.
Okay.
Then you take pictures and you send that in to the dermatologist, and then they curate like a personalized prescription
for your skin. Okay.
Yes.
So that's the one that you use regularly.
That's acne. I use it every single day
for acne. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that controls acne. I think that's phenomenal. I think it's done a really great job at controlling my acne. So I've decided now that I feel like I have that at a point in my life where it's a little under control, where I'm kind of switching focuses and talking about the skin. So I was on Instagram following one of those brown girl friendly makeup blogs. I can't remember the exact name of it at this point, but one of her followers suggested this brand. It's Ole Hendriksen, and it's a 3-part kit. This is pretty much like the introductory kit that I got from Sephora. It is the balancing oil control balancing kit. So it comes with a cleanser, a toner, and then a moisturizer or hydrator. I actually think is what they call it. Yeah, hydrator. Amazing.
So this is to like just control your tone and just kind of give you.
This controls oil.
Okay.
So what I feel like it does, and minimizes pores, which is part of oil. So what I have found, I'm a fan. Okay, that's first of all.
Smell it? Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really have a scent, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I am a huge fan. I've been using it for about a month. Huge fan. If you have oily skin, I highly, and I do mean highly, recommend it. I have found that today I use, I've been concocting stuff, so my face is a little oily, but I don't mind this actually, girl, because I love a healthy glow, and I feel like I'm looking real healthy right now.
I think this does smell.
Does it?
Smells spa-like, but not bad. It's just like
it does.
It's very like refreshing.
Mm-hmm. I agree. She's right. I agree with that. I'm not a smelly person, so I miss it. Yeah. So that was good that she caught that, because I'm like, I don't think it smells, and y'all get it like, Melissa, girl, stop. So what I have found controls oil. So if I wore, even the fact that this is a mix of a hydrating foundation plus my mattifying foundation, and I've had this on all day, went to church, went outside. I've only blotted once with another thing I'm going to use, and this is what I look like, and I don't mind this. Mm-hmm. That speaks to what this is doing.
I was just to say that. No, I think it looks really good.
So it controls oil. So what it does, that I think the difference between that and a primer controls your oil on top of your skin. You know what I mean? And so that's what that's doing. I feel like this is actually changing the chemistry, like the makeup of your skin inside out. And that's what I have found it to actually do. Mm-hmm. In addition, I had like huge pores up in here. They weren't huge, but I didn't like them. They were pretty big though. Right through here, gone.
Really?
I did get a facial, so that could, you have to get a facial every now and again, clear up all the junk. But let me tell you something. This fan.
And but you would only recommend it for oily skin.
Yes, but they have different lines.
Okay. This is actually what you sent me. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay.
So if you have oily skin, I recommend the oily control one, but they have one for like age defining. They have one, I think they have a hydrating one if you have drier skin. They have one for aging skin. They have like different lines.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan. Sephora only has these smaller ones, but if you go on their actual website, they have the bigger ones. When I run out, I will be buying the bigger. I will.
What's the price point for these?
For all 3 of these was $34.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
The bigger ones from the website, but they're pretty big, was like $70.
Per bottle?
No, the whole set.
Oh, I was like, girl.
Mm-hmm. All 3.
Okay, but usually these things last you a long time too when they're really good, because when I get Dermalogica, each thing is like almost, depending on what the size you get, because there's 3 different sizes, it's like almost like $24. 15 to 24, depending on what you're getting. Yes.
Got it.
And I usually get the travel size because it takes me a while to get through them. But yeah, this is good. It smells really good. I love spa smells over fragrances. You know what I mean?
It does smell kind of spa. And I actually have, I didn't bring it out, but I actually have their exfoliator. I'm also really into exfoliators right now, and I just feel like they're doing what they're supposed to do. Like, I'm just really like enjoying
She's excited.
I'm just really enjoying this stuff right now. The exfoliator that I got, it's called like a sauna, and it actually gets hot, which is a little weird for me.
On your face?
Girl. The first time I used it, I read sauna, but I didn't make the connection of
hot. I wouldn't have done that.
So you rub it and it heats up, and then you put it on your skin, and you could feel it like.
Does it feel good once you like got over the initial panic?
I wouldn't actually say it feels good. It's still a little weird for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's still a little weird for me. But I actually do feel like when I went to get the facial, you know, they do the extraction. She was like, "Girl, I don't have to extract anything."
Is that a first?
For me? Absolutely.
Okay.
Like, what? Girl, you sure? Look one more time. Did you use a magnifying glass? I've never had that. Because I have oily skin. Like, there's always something there for you to be, like, extract out. You know? So, I count it all to this.
My next one is actually from Cinema Secrets. It's a pro cosmetic line, so it's mostly for makeup artists, but they are starting to branch out and change their market to you know, your consumers. And this is the Super Sealer Mattifying Setting Spray. I knew you would like that. Okay, so what I like about this is I've actually used it 2 ways. I've used it one way prior, so I put my primer on and then I spray this, and then I continued with my regular like foundation routine. And the reason why I did that is because I was going somewhere all day where I was gonna be in and out. It's when I took my son to this farm field trip, and my makeup
lasted
all day through the hay.
Can I see it?
Yeah, through the hay, through muddy areas. Like, it stayed all day. My makeup looked flawless. After I did that, after I sprayed it prior to my foundation routine, I sprayed it one more time as an actual setting spray. Loved it. It kept, so
this is both. This is a finishing and a setting spray. I need this.
It's really amazing. I am, as you guys know, is normal to dry, so I have like a combination of things that go on with my face, and it's a little annoying depending on the season. So like during the summer it gets annoying because this dries out so bad that my skin feels tough here. All of this will be normal, and this will be just shining.
Got it.
So what I liked about that is that it kept this, I mean, towards the latter part of the day, this started getting oily, but usually midday, it's there. And I don't blot. That's actually one of the reasons why I never contour my nose, because it's always like smeared everywhere. But that is my favorite. It's from Cinema Secrets. It's called the Super Sealer. I love it. A price point, it was gifted to me from one of my friends that works there. But I have to say that I can't imagine it being more than what you would pay for like Makeup Forever or MAC or whatever.
So like probably $30.
Yeah, it might be because it's not. I really don't know the price, you guys, but it is one of my favorites from Cinema Secrets. And honestly, Cinema Secrets is really stepping up their game for the consumer. And I shouldn't say that. They've always been great. But their focus with this line is more for professionals and more for women that may have scars and burns and things like that. So their makeup does tend to be heavier and stay in place. And in certain aspects of that, I love it, because for brown girl friendly, that means, I have one more thing that I'm going to share with you guys. That means that your foundation, it's going to cover a lot. Like, it has, everything is really, they actually did.
And I'm noticing this Cinema, like when you first told me about it. Cinema, I'm thinking it's theater. It's for the movie
yes,
screen.
yes,
That's why it's heavy duty.
Yes,
trying to give you a
yes.
flawless finish, cover everything in one snatch. So you're not building product trying to cover stuff.
Right, because with cinema, when you're doing makeup for, you know, on film or screen, the camera, even now, it's taking 30% of our makeup off. So that's why whenever you're taking photographs or you actually put a ton more makeup on. And so, you know, in person, it may seem like a bit, but on camera, it looks flawless. So they are based towards the movie and, you know, TV film industry. But they're coming out with more things for
the average consumer. Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to try this.
It's really amazing.
Because you guys know, I love a great mattifying finishing spray. And I love a great setting spray. And to get 2 in 1.
One is awesome. The other thing I want to say is when you spray it, it does not have a smell. But when you spray it, you are going to feel almost a little bit of stickiness.
Oh, that's matte. I actually like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Whenever I make a concoction of foundation.
You and your concoction.
But whenever I do, I know I've made a good matte foundation when it's a little tacky.
Yeah, it's just a smidge, and it doesn't stay that way. Once it's dry, it's fine.
I'm about to put it on.
Go ahead.
How many sprays do you do?
I honestly just like.
Let's see what happens, girl, by the end of this video.
So yeah, that's one of my favorites. I'm like,
I can actually tell. I can tell that it's tacky. I don't mind that because I feel like that's glue.
Yeah, it does. That setting part. What's gonna keep it there all day. Absolutely.
Oh, I would buy this.
Yeah.
I might buy it.
She was like, I might get it.
I might get it for real. Speaking of oily skin, girl. I just recently got actually I didn't just recently, I had it for a few months now. The Kat Von D, actually since it launched. I don't remember when it launched, but when it launched I got it. The Kat Von D Lock-It Blotting Powder in the color Deep. First of all, 2 things.
Okay.
Thing number 1. I've been looking up the Kat Von D controversy that y'all been talking about in these comments.
Which is that there's devil stuff on her?
No, I heard racist stuff.
Oh, okay.
I haven't found what y'all looking for or what y'all are mentioning. The one thing I found was that she was connected to Jeffree Star, who I do believe has maybe some issues with people of color. And she came out and spoke against him.
Which
and
is
then
why
they're no longer friends.
I was about to say that's why they're not cool.
Yes, and they're no longer friends. So Kat Von D is cool with me. If I am missing something, let me know. Yeah. Don't just say it. I need you to tag the article. I need you to tag, because what I don't do well is just take people's word for stuff. I will go back and research it. And I've seen it once or twice anytime I mention Kat Von D. And so I went, because I thought that's kind of what happened. And I was like, well, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I missed something. Yeah. So I went back and it was what I thought. So if you know something specific,
let her know.
That I missed, please let me know. Because she won't get no more of my coins.
Yeah. The other thing that people were saying is that there are devil or skulls or something in her design. What I wanted to say about that is that her background is she's a tattoo.
Exactly.
She's a tattoo, and I don't know if
she's a tattoo artist.
Right. So if you guys know about that culture or people that are into that, it is usually very gothic like. And so I haven't seen any skulls per se on her packaging, and I haven't seen any random symbols in regards to worshiping the devil. And
to be honest, I tread that a little bit lightly, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because people interpret stuff that maybe she's not meaning to be interpreted. Right. So until she comes out or her lifestyle speaks to she's a devil worshiper and that kind of stuff, then I kind of take opinion with a grain of salt. Yeah. That's just me personally. I understand that she's a her background is as a tattoo artist. And when you look on her page, honestly, somebody commented, actually someone did, and I looked on her page and it was pink flowers. Yeah, but it would be. Thing. But the thing about gothic is, if it was pink flowers, then they would actually show the thorn and the a lot of times with gothic. Because I was thinking about, I wear black 90% of the time, and I wear studs and I wear military boots, and that is considered gothic. My regular style considered gothic. I will say this: Kat Von D, in my opinion, and anyone on the market is here for oily girls. Her entire Lock-It line is here. She represents for the oily girls. That's why I really need you to come at me with like hardcore facts.
Because she loves her product.
Because her Lock-It line, that foundation, that Lock-It foundation is phenomenal. The undertone, especially for her to not be a black brand, and she has like 26 shades, 32 shades. She comes correct with the shade ranges. Yeah. She comes correct with the undertones. Like, she's here for the oily girl. Like, she's here. Her line is for me.
Yeah, I would just say that if you are lighter toned, then maybe consider doing a shade under, because other than the fact that it oxidized and got darker, everything else, like the texture of the foundation once it was on the face was nice.
Full coverage.
It was like, just that color scenario for me.
Like, it honestly, I'm here for Kat Von D. So really, and I mean this sincerely, like, I'm not trying to be funny, because I know sometimes people are like, oh, shady. I'm not trying to be shady. I really am being like sincere. If I'm missing something, child, let me know, because she won't get another penny from me.
Yeah.
But for now, I am truly a fan of her entire lot. I've tried her Lock-It eyeliner. Child won't budge for 3 days. Don't move. Her lipsticks don't move.
Oh, I do like her lipsticks.
Her foundations don't move. I've tried this. This is a blotting powder. First of all, blotting powders don't normally come in a gazillion different shades. That's first of all. Okay, she has like maybe 5 or 6. Like, it's a few different shades. Already, I'm just like, thank you so much for like representing for us. And this matte tea. Look at your nose.
Right, because my nose is bothering me on film right now, and I'm like, well, let me.
Well, you got direct light right there too, though.
Yeah.
But that mattified.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know.
I mean, it would be a lot better with the brush in my fingers, but it is mattifying.
No, it's the thing is, these lights are here, so it's hard to tell. But I can see your nose.
Yeah, I can see the difference. Yeah. Okay, come on now.
Kat Von D, this is like, I don't carry this on my purse because I'm not much of a blotter, but anytime we film, like, you can see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it works better with a brush, opposed to your fingers.
I mean, she just took all the shine that I was like in my little healthy glow that I had going. This is amazing. If you're an oily girl, like, I'm not even gonna blot. It does work, but you know, I'm at this like healthy glow.
So she wants the good balance.
Yeah.
So what's the name of it? Lock-It?
It's Lock-It blotting powder. It's in the color Deep, and for a Sephora line, I would actually say Kat Von D's not like terribly expensive. She's like mid-range expensive to me. So this is probably about $35. This is a lot of product, and it's a blotting powder, so you're not gonna, you know, it's gonna last a long time. Yeah. This is amazing stuff.
Wow. All right. So my next one's also from Cinema Secrets.
I'm gonna have to get hip to get into this, because this is pretty.
This is called the Ultimate Eyeshadow 5-in-1 Pro Palette, number 6 Chrome Collection. So just starting over here, this is Atomic Silver. This is Rose Flare. This is Gold Horizon, Cosmic Copper, and Beyond Bronze. Okay, the reason why I said that is because I don't know if you guys are a woman of color, no matter what, a lot of times these shades come on your skin and disappear. Just like that. So I'm going to show you guys. Let's start, especially with this one. A lot of time browns, you put it on and you're like, well, that was dumb. Yeah. You know? So I'm going to show you guys. Let's see. You guys see that?
So pretty.
These, I'm going to swatch it all out for you guys. I freaking love how.
And you notice right away, this is good stuff. It's not coming on patchy.
No.
One swipe, it's full all the way through. It's not patchy. Like, this is really good stuff. Yeah, that's really, no primer, mind you.
Nothing else. Just this one is like.
Yeah, that's amazing. Good stuff.
These are so good, and they're foil like. The texture to me is not like powder.
I would agree.
But it's not creamy. It's not very creamy. It's like it sits right in between the two, which I like, because sometimes when it's creamy, it's hard to pick up with your brush. You don't get color payoff. And then sometimes when it's powdery, like if it's pigmented, then it like blows everywhere. You know, it falls out everywhere. But these stay in place. They're really amazing. Also, they have different numbers. Like there's different ones, but I love this because of the fact that, and it stays in place all day. And if you use a brush, it still has color payoff like this. So you don't have to use your fingers. I know, like, with some brands, like, for instance, the Rose Gold palette that I really wanted from Huda Beauty, like, her foils, she suggested your fingers, which when you're a makeup artist is not really ideal. When you're doing other people's makeup, to be like, okay, girl, close your eye. You know, that, like, for yourself, it doesn't matter, but for other people, like, that's not really ideal. But these come off, like, they're beautiful. And I have to say that this was the hero for me, this brown, because I will put a shimmery brown and it disappears. Or by the end of the day, it's gone. It may look good, and then by the end of the day, it's not. So this is by Cinema Secrets Pro Cosmetics, and this is going to be the Ultimate Shadow 5-in-1 Pro palette. Okay, so now we're going to move into... I like this palette, too. I was going to say, these next things are, like, our favorite. Yes. And I knew this was an our favorite because Deandra had her bridal shower a couple weeks ago. Last month. And we both traveled with this. Like, we both, you know, I came the day before her. She came, I think I was getting dressed, and I was just like, I pulled out my palette. She was like, oh, I brought that too. It's a favorite. It's a favorite. Anytime you travel with anytime you travel with the palette, in my opinion, it's a favorite. Like, that's when it's reached favorite level, because you're only going to travel with ones that you think is, like, reliable, and you know you're going to get, it has everything you need. Like, it's at that level that you can leave your house with just that. Then, you know, that's your ride or die. Honestly, the colors in there are really pretty. So it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Listen, I know this palette's old. Yeah. Okay, we both know, we recognize that y'all are probably like, get your lives. This is like, I think it came out like last summer. We know. I just got it. She just got it. So it just recently became our favorite. Yeah, we just recently got hip again. It's such a everyday, beautiful palette. Okay, I have to say something because I've been into layering transition colors. I've been using like 3 transition colors just because I've been really trying to get like this gradient effect in transition colors. I have to say that even though I'm a brown girl, this color right here is, I want to see it. I usually start it's called Raw Sienna. I usually start with these 2 and deepen the crease with like this one or one of these. What I like about this is this palette has so many everyday, neutral, and then it has just a couple like shimmery. I wouldn't call it foil. No, they're not. I wouldn't call it foil, just shimmer. But I love this palette. It's so beautiful. I love this palette. So many options, so many different things to do. It has everything. Like she said, it's definitely brown girl friendly. Absolutely. Like even this Cypress Umber, this dark brown color, this is a brown that's going to show up. Like, it's a good crease color. This red, these colors right here, this one, my favorites. Yeah. Like, it's just an everyday. A good everyday makeup. Like, if you're going out, I still use those for transition colors, but I usually use another palette for, like, more dramatic makeup. But when I did my makeup for the bridal shower, it was, like, a pinkish, I used all my transition colors out of that palette. And only the vibrant pink that I had came from Urban Decay's electric palette. But everything else was out of that palette. This is a great everyday, beginner friendly sort of type of palette. Like most looks you see, you can probably some kind of way achieve from with this. Absolutely. So that one. Our next favorite is that going she hit me to game. It's going to be especially those girls who are natural and always trying to get those edges laid. This is called the Boss Collection Edge Control. Alright, so let me talk about this. I love this because if you guys use edge control, you know that if you're natural, especially if you're natural, you probably got about a good 2-3 hours before, or if you choose the wrong one, the minute you put it on, it actually curls up your edges, which is really frustrating. So this actually is not, or it's greasy, or it leaves a white film, or all the flakes, all that. This is pretty amazing because it doesn't do that. It stays for about 3 days. And when you get, if you were to get a film on your edges, it's because your edges are not clean. Okay, so let's talk about that. If you keep applying for like 2 weeks, I mean, that's with anything. you know, you gotta. So what I tend to do is I usually tend to wipe some of the product off and then reapply. And even, I mean, today at church, I was like sweating really bad.
It's hot here.
It's really hot. It's
like
92
degrees.
Yeah, it's 90 degrees. It was 92 in Pomona area.
It's hot.
And so, but my edges were laid for like 2 days prior to my like heavy duty on sweating. But I love this. It's clear. Because in here it does. It does have to me it kind of smells like it has that brown gel back in the day.
Yeah.
It does have that, but either way, this is the I swatched this finger, so it looks brown.
I can do it because I have no I don't think I do. Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. It's clear. It lasts. You just put it on and you use a toothbrush or whatever you like to use to slick on those edges. I'm about to do it now. And then you can use a blow dryer on cool setting to really get them to lay down permanently. And it will dry, but it won't dry on crispy. Okay, so that's what I love about it. I don't have a brush, but I'm about to demonstrate because my edges are kind of... I'm gonna come in like, you see this curl? And this is me sweating. Look at that, you guys. I was sweating so bad.
Girl shouting in church.
I wasn't even shouting. I was just singing. But they didn't, I feel like they didn't turn the AC on. And so I was dying. The direction says use a generous amount. I'm not a generous amount type girl. I don't like to use a generous amount.
I was gonna say, I've been using it on my braids, but what's happening now is it's caking up into my braids. I don't even use a generous amount and my hair is braided.
Yeah.
Like, I would be careful with that.
So
I love when we do demos. They're my favorite.
But I don't have a brush, you guys, so
do you want me to get one for you? Want to pause the demo and get a brush?
Actually, no.
Actually, yeah, that worked fine.
So without a brush, I just kind of used a little bit of, you know,
finger action.
Finger action, right. All right, so I'm going to do down here. And it's drying. This thing is amazing.
It's good stuff. And it's only like $10, $12.
It's $10, and then with shipping, I think it ends up being $12. All right, so let me do that bottom part. And what I also love about it is, like, if you're natural, sometimes a lot of the edge control, you have to press your edges first or flat iron your edges first before you put this on. You can put this on without doing that, and it will lay them down.
Yeah, they will. I agree with that, for sure. Yeah, there you go. That's a good demo.
And if you wanted to, you could use a dryer on cool setting. But these are my edges right now, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, yeah. I'm going to show you the other side because I didn't do anything. It went from this to this without having to apply more heat. And that was on top of the previous edge control that I used.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is everything. Let me get this part right here. And then we can stop the demo because since I'm laying down edges. So, yeah, this has been, like, my go-to favorite thing. We started selling it out at my salon. This thing is so good that she's out of stock a lot. A lot.
She is out of stock a lot.
You cannot tell me that's not an edge control worth getting.
That did it.
Worth getting, okay?
And for $10, like,
for
honestly.
For $10. I mean, I'm honestly, and she's a Black-owned business owner out of Florida. I don't remember what part of Florida. And she's amazing. Like,
I'm not mad at her. It's good stuff. I have it. My sister has it. I think she told my sister got it, and then she was out when I went to buy it, so I went back. And then I got it.
We started selling on my salon because we tried it. And what I say, all of our clients, like when I got a large amount in the salon, all my clients, as soon as it came in, they bought it all. And then I had to order again because it literally works. I used to use another brand called Hicks Transformations. Didn't work as well. It worked good, but it wouldn't give me, for me not to have to apply tomorrow morning, that's pretty amazing to me. So that's one of our favorites, edge control, because everybody needs their edges laid. Yeah. Like it just finishes, it completes the look.
Yeah.
And y'all, I don't know if you guys look at previous videos, sometimes I don't be caring. I'll be like, my edges are just going to be what it's going to be.
What it's going to be.
Yeah.
So those are our favorites for the last month and a half-ish. I hope you enjoyed this video. Share with us in the comments some of your favorite things that you've been obsessing over, new products that you've tried out. Let us know. We'd love to try them. Make sure you check out our previous videos. On a video up. Make sure that you're also subscribed because you don't want to miss any of our future uploads because obviously. And make sure you follow us on social media. I'm at Miss Kev on Stage on the gram.
I am D'Angela Giselle on the gram as well.
And that's it, ciao.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.